Shalom, shalom. This is Brother M1 coming to you with another lesson. All in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all the praises and the honor and the glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors as always to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the Archeum out there. The Brotherhood, the House of David being established. The hopeful elect, man. And also blessings to the remnant of our people, men, women, and children alike, destined for salvation. And I might add to that the few that are destined for salvation, man. And I want to get into just a quick lesson. And the topic is about these shameless women, man. And I want to talk about these so-called female rappers that are out today. And they're a disgrace, man. They're an absolute disgrace. They're disgusting. They're whorish. Now, not one of them has any skill. I grew up listening to hip-hop, rap music, whatever you want to call it. And even when I was growing up, man, the females in the so-called game, they had skills, man. Whether or not they had something that you wanted to hear. I'll name a few. You had MC Light. You had Queen Latifah. Moni Love. She was from Great Britain, actually, and she made it big in the States, man. She was from England. She moved out there and she made it big. Now there's loads more. I can't really remember the names. I wasn't really gonna talk about them, but it just made me remember that them back in the days, man, they weren't rapping about the stuff that these ones are rapping about now, man. They were just talking about their skills, man. Sometimes they're rapping about the fellas and all of that, or getting respect as women. You know how women are, but at least they weren't going talking about being whores, man. All right, these ones are calling themselves hood rats, man. Talking about WAP and all this other, it's this craziness. You got these this Cardi B and Suki Hana and what's the other one? Sexy Red, man. These women are substandard, below par, well below par, and just completely vile, man. Right, and they're what's called industry plants, man. Right, industry plants. The people have a certain definition of what they want to call an industry plant, but my definition of an industry plant is someone that's put in there into the music industry. A lot of the times it's females. In the rap industry, I would say as well. A lot of times it's females who have nothing to say but to talk about their sexual antics, man. And what's the reason for that? To drag down our women even further, man. Our women are, the daughters of Zion, man. They're the daughters of Israel, man. They're supposed to be the standard, man, but they are not the standard. Name me one other genre of music or one other culture of people or nation of people that have the music that we have, man. You have rappers talking about using and selling narcotics, killing one another, the BIT, the BITCHs and the hoes, is we're the only people that have this, man, and people don't seem to wonder why. And our people are so far gone that they accept it as part of their culture. You look at these, you got women out here looking up to these ratchets, these ratchet women as they're known, man. Or thoughts is another word they like to throw about. It's disgusting, man. But it's all an agenda, man. Read Psalms 83. I'm not going to go into it, but we know the one. It talks about the nations being confederate against us, man, and particularly one nation, the small hats, them JOOs, man. They're in control of that industry, man, and they're doing their best to destroy us as a people through music, man. There was a manifesto made in the 90s, man, an arrangement made between these record companies, the owners, and the prison complex, man. They want to use music to keep us down. They want to use the music that they put on us to keep us down, man, and to put us into the prison complex, especially in Babylon, aka America, man. I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but I'm just trying to make a point here that this music that's coming out, a lot of these guys, I heard Dr. Dre talking about how it's an evolution. It's not, man. He knows better than that because he's a part of it. What it really is it's not a natural progression. It's forced in order to make our women behave like whores, and our men to not to treat them as such. All right. I mean, I could show you some of the things that these women are talking about, but I really don't want to go into that because it's vile, man. You can go and look for yourself if you really want to see, but they got nothing to say. If you look at the music, the videos, all you got is these women twerking with their butt cheeks hanging out, their breasts showing, jiggling about the place, and what they're talking about is pure nastiness, man. Pure and utter nastiness. You can't find that in any other cultural genre of music, man. It's sad, man, but our people are falling for it. They're falling for it, man. The new wave and the guys aren't much different, man. But this is about, I'm talking about the women right now. The men aren't that different when it comes to the music these days either. Anyway, man, I'm just gonna get a few scriptures, man. Not gonna be a long one. Sirach 26 and 25. We all know this one. It says, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." These women don't fear the Lord, man. Quite clearly, out in the streets, filming their videos, in their short shorts with their cheeks hanging out and just talking a whole lot of nastiness, man. Something that no one would want their daughter to be talking like that. It's shameful, man. And they're bringing shame upon our nation. And that's what these people that are in charge want. It brings shame upon us, and it sets forth, how low the next generation is going to be, man. It's that simple, man. I'll read this one quickly. It's Exodus 23 and 2. It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil." Right? And I'm just going to read that part because what? That is what's happening, man. Our people are quick to jump, especially the women, quick to jump on these latest bandwagons of these female rappers, man. These industry plants that are just put there to bring us down. Because you find that they come out of nowhere, man. There's no building up of a career. There's no hype on the radio or on the TV or interviews or anything. One minute you don't know about them, the next minute they're there and they're famous and everyone's listening to their music, man. They're industry plants, man. Just like that Ice Spice, another one. She's not even the worst out of the lot. She's probably the cleanest one out of the lot, man. She's just trash though. As an artist, she's trash, man. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, man. These women now, they got their fake hair and their nails and their eyelashes and their fake bottoms and their fake breasts. Tattoos all over the place, man. Our women are destroyed, man. That's not all of them, but I'm talking about, the obvious examples, man. back in Sirach 26 and 8, a drunken woman and a gather abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. They don't have any shame. That's the problem. They are shameless now. Completely and utterly shameless, man. You know? In fact, if you can have the stomach for it, I would suggest you watch their videos, man. Because you actually won't believe what you're seeing and what you're hearing. Because when you think our women are finished, they just get even worse. It says the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids, man. And they're showing that with their big old eyelashes that make them look stupid, man. All the makeup and the fake nails and the fake hair. Hardly wearing any clothes. Verse 10 says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And that's the problem, man, because as a cursed nation, man, a lot of these women never grew up with their fathers, man, or the influence of them. Because even if you go without your father living with you, he can still have an influence over your life, man, if he's still around. It says, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveller, and when he have found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. And that's basically describing a harlot, man. And that's what they're trying to teach our young women, man, is how to be harlots, man. How to be shameless harlots and to do nasty, deviant acts and be proud of it, man. I'm not going to go too deep on it, man. It just was on my mind. I saw something and I just thought I'd do a quick listen. And look, this is just the curses, man. There's nothing we can do about this. It's just the way it is, and that's the whole reason why Yahushua is going to come back and destroy the 2/3, man, because they're out of order, man. They're completely and utterly out of order. So what am I doing? Right, so Psalms 40 and 14 says, let them be ashamed and confounded together that seek my soul to destroy it. Let them be driven backward and put to shame that wish me evil. And that goes to these people in charge, man. These small hats that are running everything. The banks, the media, all the major corporations and all the music industry, man. They're out here to try and destroy us, man. They're trying to destroy our souls, man. As a nation of people, man, they're doing a very good job, man. But the Lord's allowing this, man. All right, the Lord is allowing it. And I'll just finish with this one in Revelation, man. What am I doing in Leviticus? Revelation 17:1, it says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, which are the plagues, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. You see, we have a whore creating whores, man. And that whore is Babylon, man. The many waters, that's these other nations and that, man. It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Right? So, Babylon has a track record of, trying to push its doctrines out in the world, man. This favorite one right now, we know what that is. It's the alphabet community pushing that one hard, man. But they're making the nations drunk, and they're making our nation drunk with just folly, man. Mirth and and folly. Jake's not taking anything serious, man. The world is in decline. Things are getting worse and worse. And sooner or later, Yahushua is going to come back, and there's going to be a lot of bloodshed on the earth, man. And it's going to start with them. So yeah, man. With that, Lord willing is edifying. As it was, I pray that it was. I'll finish by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakah Hakadosh, and I'll say Shalom.